Howdy. Now we can go. What's up?
How tough was it to try to come back? And you guys did. When you guys were down 21-0, you guys made it a game, one-score game, and then what happened after that?
What happened after that? We started the game off with a punt, a fumble, a fourth down turnover, a touchdown, and a punt. And I'm pretty sure, like I said, since I've been back, is that our team is going to have to rely on our really good veteran offense to score a lot of points and not turn the ball over. And we didn't really do that today. And so I think that's going to be the case moving forward. Our offense has to play at an incredibly high level. We have to score a lot of points. We have to not turn the ball over. And I think our defense is going to get better and better throughout the week because we still have a lot of young guys. We have a lot of guys missing. But we have to help out our defense. And that's the way the season's going to go. Our offense has to play at a high level, efficient, not turn the ball over, score points, score in the red zone, and then we'll win a lot of games. But if we're not doing that, that's going to happen.
Frustrating is the win-loss rhythm that you guys are on right now, and how do you kind of string some wins together?
Stringing wins along is really fun. I will say win-loss is significantly better than last year when it was like loss. So as long as we're not like getting worse as a team, like I thought, besides the turnovers and stuff like that, our offense still, we were moving the ball. I mean, Mac Jones had a hell of a football game. Was he 33 of 39? Right? Yeah. I mean, the interception actually is a catch. It's not a complete pass, so 34. He said that to me, and that was his idea. That's funny. But, like, it is frustrating. Like, losing sucks. Just is what it is. I hate losing. It's not very fun. But as long as, like, we're getting better, and the Rams are the number one defense in the NFL. They're, like, everyone's favorite team in the NFL. So, like, was that a must-win game? I don't know. I mean, I want to win every single game, but we still have plenty of games in front of us that if we win those, we'll put ourselves in positions to succeed at the end of the season. So we just can't let this loss turn into another loss. So we have to figure out a way to not screw off next week and go into Arizona and have a really good game against them.
Based on what you're saying about the offense, it seems like the margin for error is pretty slim. How do you make sure guys don't press to make sure that you're trying to be perfect offensively?
I mean, I don't think we need to be perfect. Like, again, Mac Jones has been our quarterback for how many weeks? He's our backup quarterback, and he's been playing really, really well. We don't have Ricky Pearsall. We don't have Brandon Ayuk. I missed 5 games. Like, we have a bunch of guys out there who just love playing football. I mean, Kendrick Bourne had 300 yards in, like, back-to-back weeks. He had 150 yards. Like, so we have guys who can make plays, guys who love playing football. It's not like a pressure thing on us. It's just like, hey, go out there and execute, man. Like, you know how to do it. Everybody here, like, our receiving room has 2 30-year-olds in it. Like, we're smart enough to go out there and play, and Juwan's been in this offense long enough. Like, we just got to go out there and execute, not turn the ball over. Just do what we're supposed to do, and our offense should score a lot of points.
Kendrick mentioned that he thinks after a win, sometimes there's a tendency to get a little relaxed, feel like maybe you're farther along than you are, not you personally, the team. Do you feel that way?
No. The only thing, like, the crazy thing about football is, like, you could have an absolutely terrible week of practice, and then if you go out there and win on Sunday, who really cares about the week of practice because you won on Sunday? You could have a fantastic week of practice, and it sets you up for success on Sunday. But if you lose, it is what it is. Like, I don't think we had a bad week of practice. I think guys are moving around. I think it was difficult. Guys are definitely banged up. After back-to-back, long flights, stuff like that, guys were tired a little bit. But, like, I felt the juice on Thursday, Friday. Saturday, guys are excited to play. And I still felt the juice out there. It took a little bit for our defense to, really, like, come together, get a stop. But they're young defense. It's gonna take them a little bit. Sal's gonna coach them up. It is what it is. But all my expectations are just for the offense and to continue to just execute and stop turning the ball over.
Obviously, Mac at this point, I'm sure doesn't really surprise you. But I mean, looking back to when he first got here, did you expect Mac Jones to be this good?
No, I did not. I did not. Nope. It's awesome. What a hell of a football player. I get why he was a first-round draft pick. 33 of 39, wherever the statistic was, that's a hell of a football game. Like, he is playing really well. He's not, like, dangerous with the football either. Like, he makes good throws. He forces a couple of, once in a while, but he's doing a great job. And, like, our offense isn't an easy offense for a quarterback. Like, I think besides, like, quarterback and tight end, in my opinion, are the 2 hardest positions in our offense, just of what's asked of you on every single play. Like learning the plays wise, like you're just required to do so much. And Christian's up there too because he does so much too. But for Mac to come in and just like take control of the offense and play at a high level consistently, it's awesome. And it makes me really happy because I'm a huge fan of Mac Jones. He's hilarious. And I love playing football with him because you can tell he really loves the game. Give me one sec. That's tough for you. You can go.
How would you explain the burden that Christian carries and what he brings on this offense?
Did you just ask me that because you just walked in?
I was going to ask you.
That's crazy.
It wasn't because he walked in, but then I was like,
Yeah, it's all right.
I'm a gangster. I'm going to ask anyway.
I mean, if you look at our offense last year when Christian doesn't play to this year when he does play, and just the amount of things that we're allowed to do because of how talented he is, like that's what Christian brings to the table. All the routes he runs, how good he is in the outside zone, how good he is at getting downhill. I mean, like just the way, I know you guys all get like the 22 cut-ups where you can see the film. Watch how he rides the wave of an outside zone and then figures out how to cut up inside. There's not a lot of people that can do what he does. And like that helps us out tremendously, the way he gets downhill. And then, I mean, what was it? On our first touchdown drive, he's out there running an Arches route, getting us a first down, and then Brian gets to score the next play. Like, he's selfless. He does anything that we want him to do, and he's better than everybody else at doing it. And that's why he's leading our team in receiving yards, rushing yards, touchdowns, all of the above. One sec. You can go next. Let him go.
On your touchdown.
Yes.
Don't gloss over that here. Did you see how close you were to going out of bounds? And then did that football mean something special to you, the throwback to keep as it keeps?
I like to keep my touchdown balls because they're very difficult to score. I've learned that over the course of my career. And so they're fun, and my wife likes them for decorations. But, yeah, no, I knew that Matt kind of floated it, and I was like, please just don't go out of bounds. And then I thought I was in bounds, and I saw I was close enough, and everything in me, I've watched so much Kyle Juszczyk film that he dives every time and extends the football every time he's close to the end zone, even though you're not supposed to. But I was like, yeah, I'm just going to go for this one, and it turned out really, really well. It was actually funny because back in my senior year of college, we were playing at Purdue, and I had a very similar play on the sideline. I went in to dive, and my back foot hit out of bounds as I was entering the end zone, and so they called me out of bounds like on the 1-inch yard line, and I literally was thinking of that as I was diving. I was thinking, like, keep your feet up, which is wild flashback just 9 years ago. Crazy. Grant.
At 6-4, do you feel like this team has what it takes to make a deep run in the playoffs, or is that not your focus right now?
Ooh. Both. Yes, I do. Like, I think we're incredibly talented, and we have guys on offense coming back, like we do. And like our left guard, we had Barch and Burford play, so like whoever figures that part out, and we'll get some solidify? Yeah, let's go solidify. Solidity? Thank you. And so like that will lock itself in. And again, like Mac's been playing so well that people are like, oh yeah, controversy, stuff like this. Brock Purdy's an amazing quarterback, and that's why we paid him so much money. And then whenever we can get Ricky and, hopefully at some point Brandon back, like we have a lot of talent on this offense. And so I thoroughly believe that we can score a ton of points, and I really do also believe that our defense will just get a little bit better every single week. I truthfully do believe that. And they've just been taking haymakers year-round with all the injuries. But I do. Saleh's such a good coach that he's going to bump those guys up. They're going to get some stops, and we just have to continue to score a lot of points and not turn the ball over. And our special teams is still playing really well. Like, Sky Moore is he's got a house one here soon. Him and Brian, they're both doing a great job. Thank you.
Thanks, George. Thank you.
It's a frustrating loss, but what can you say about Brian Robinson and the versatility in the run game, being that both of you guys are out there making plays?
It's awesome. We take a lot of pride in that room, being able to do everything. And, he brings a great energy, great change of pace to our offense. So it's awesome.
Christian, what do you think of Jones? Jones last week completed 79%. Today he completed 85% against this defense. What do you think of the way he's playing?
He's a baller, man. Yeah, he's a baller. He commands a huddle, knows where to go, has great poise, and he's a baller. We got to be a little better for him.
Emotionally, do you feel the same as George does, that you guys have the players to make a run for this?
Yeah, absolutely. I think we can be our own worst enemy sometimes, and I think if we just stay on our P's and Q's and continue to be efficient and not have mental errors and other things like that, we have a chance. We always have a chance. I've said this every week, but I think the beauty of this league is you can win every game and you can lose every game. That's also the challenge. But yeah, we definitely have the guys. Today wasn't our day. We got beat. We got to move on, just like we do every week, and get back to the drawing board and play hard the rest of the way.
Christian, Dom said that you said something about after wins, or this team responds better after losses than wins. What have you seen?
Yeah, I think, something about having your back against the wall and something about having a chip on your shoulder. And I think when you look at just the trajectory of this year and the adversity that we've faced, I'm proud of our guys' effort and our resilience and the character in those rooms. It's tough losing the guys that we have, but we never believe we're out of the fight, and we never will. And so I'm proud of our guys in that way. So I think after losses, we're reminded that we got to get our stuff together.
Christian, I assume at this point it's not a surprise that Mac plays really well, but you think back to when he signed, did you have any idea he could be this good?
I think when you watch him in OTAs and you watch him throughout training camp, and that's a guy, he's made a Pro Bowl on other teams. Everybody, he's a hell of a quarterback and somebody that has proven it day in and day out. So that's one of the beauties of this team, man. We do have depth. Brock's an unbelievable player, and when he goes down, to have somebody like that come up is huge for us.
That's good. Thank you.
Thanks.
All right.
Obviously, you want to win the game, but individually, you completed 85% today against a pretty good defense. Are you getting more comfortable in this scheme? Is that why we're seeing that percentage climb?
Yeah, that's the goal, just be above that 65 or more percent. Just keep moving the ball, and didn't start fast. Like last week, we started pretty well, and then we played them the first time. We were up 14-0, so that wasn't the case this time, and definitely just want to keep throwing completions and let the guys do the work. And once I get rid of the ball, that's when we can get yards. So I know that, and that's important.
How much did the offensive line play a factor in that? No sacks allowed today.
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, I know we emphasized it, and they did a great job just keeping the energy throughout the game. It's not an easy game to play in when you get down, and felt like we had a chance there to at least get close to matching scores, and we didn't, but the offensive line did a great job in the run game and obviously in the pass game as well.
Yeah, George just said a lot, and he said it again today. It's on the offense. You got to put a lot of points up, and you know what's happened to the defense. I imagine this has been a message throughout the offensive unit. What kind of responsibility does that put on you as the quarterback and put on everybody to know we got to score points here?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really think about scoring points. I think about doing my job on each play, and those come with doing your job. If you can stack up good drives and get it down to the red zone, then you get a chance. Like, obviously I want to score points, but I'm not sitting there like thinking about that. I'm thinking about doing my part, and I think that's how we can be better. When all 11 guys do their job correctly, then the points will come, and I know we want to get to that 30-point mark, and once you do that, you feel pretty good as an offense, like you played well enough to give yourself a chance. So definitely want to continue to grow in that area, but it starts with execution in the process, really, over results.
When you think of like this, is it indicative of showing how competitive the NFC West is?
Yeah, definitely. It's a really tough conference. My first year playing in it, and at this point we got to try and win every game we play in, and our backs are going to be against the wall again. So see what we do.
What did you think of George's touchdown catch, and did it look like he was in bounds when he first got it?
I didn't know. I asked him, like I always do, like did you get it or not? And he's like, yeah, I got it. So from there we just picked our 2-point play and then didn't execute on that. But he made a great play, making the touchdown and dive in, and had a bunch of good catches in the game, tight coverage. They were holding them stuff. So he did a good job.
A lot of people, quarterbacks in your situation, would like sign a 1-year contract in March and get a career reset, and then see what happens. In free agency, you signed a 2-year deal. Why was that?
It's kind of a random question, but I think it was what was presented to me, and I wanted to get back to having fun playing football, and I think I've done that. And today wasn't as fun, obviously, but I still believe that we have the right guys in this locker room, and I wanted to get around a good organization that believes in the players, and that's coaches that believe in the players and players that believe in the players. So I feel like we have the right guys. I've just been really fortunate to be here this year, and I want to just try and find ways to win games for us, and that's all I'm here to do, and the future will take care of itself.
As far as the future, maybe another random question, but I think you've established the fact that you are obviously can be a high caliber NFL starting quarterback. Have you thought much about next year, and you know, what that might present for you?
Yeah, I mean, not too much, to be honest. Really just try to take it day by day, and I set goals out for myself this year to be ready to play when my number was called, and I got to continue to do that. And I want to work on things and get better each day, and I've never tried to look ahead. It's hard not to, but I never want to do that. I want to focus on each week, and I know how challenging the NFL is, just having played for a couple of years, and I feel like we have a young team that needs leadership right now, and my goal is to lead them and get ready for Arizona.
What kind of impact did Nick Bosa and Fred Warner being in the locker room have?
Sorry, what did you say?
Nick Bosa and Fred Warner in the locker room.
Yeah.
What kind of impact did it have?
Oh, yeah, that was awesome just to see those guys, and had a few injuries here, and guys are stepping up, but just to have their presence and seeing them before the game, just dapping them up and saying what's up, just always lifts the vibes. And I know they want to be out there, and they obviously can't, but they're doing everything they can to get healthy and be there for the young players on our team.
Mac, did the Rams do anything different today? It seemed like they had a lot of two deep safety looks.
Yeah.
Was that more than the first time around?
A little bit. I mean, I think that was kind of their plan. They knew they have a great offense, and the first game they just spun the dial on us and played a bunch of different coverages. But yeah, this time was definitely more split safety shell and keep it in front of them, just make us drive it, and that's kind of been the theme here. We've played a lot of defenses like that, so they're a really good team, and they just had our number today, but wasn't our day, and doesn't mean it can't be our day soon.
You mentioned the need for leadership on this young team, especially on defense, without Fred and Nick. Is that a process, from as far as you can tell, like that is going to naturally take time, where you have to figure out who to look to without two big talents and leaders on that side of the ball?
Yeah, I think this happens with every team, right? You might lose somebody that's a leader, and the person that's in that role has to step up and do their job really well. But I believe that it's all done during the week, and you put all the work in and the hay's in the barn. And once you go out there, you should feel confident, and whoever leads on game day, that's great. But really it comes throughout the week as well. And I feel like we have good guys on our team that are stepping up doing that. And for me, it's about doing my job and coming to work every day, positive, and I feel like that's how I lead. I'm not going to change, and I don't think anybody else should change either.
On the play before the interception, it was nullified by offsetting penalties, but it looked like Verse decked you pretty good.
Yeah.
Where did he get you in?
I don't know. I just thought it was a bang play, but it's a good hit. Didn't affect anything. So yeah, obviously would wish we got that there, and then the next play wouldn't have happened. All right, thanks.
Thank you.